My other question is, I just asked Guillermo this as well. This is a team that was struggling to put the ball into the net. You guys weren't finished. The last pass, the last shot just wasn't there.
Right.
And we're seeing it all fall into place. In this 4-game winning streak, you guys have scored 11 goals. And you're doing this without your number one striker. What is different about what you guys are doing attacking-wise? How do you see that evolution?
I just think we weren't utilizing our creativity as much. I mean, obviously it makes it easier too when you got somebody like Pavone, who's so dynamic, so creative, can make something out of nothing. And we just sort of, we follow his lead in a lot of ways, and I connect really well with him, I think. But more than anything, I think we're just, with time as a team, we're learning more about each other. We're getting that chemistry. And, even though the first half today, I think we probably could have been better, maybe a little more organized. We stayed in the game, and I think physically we just outblew, we just outran them. And obviously, there was a red card, which I haven't looked back on it, but I think it was a red card. So it's, it is what it is. It's part of the game. So.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Thanks, Scott.
Yes.
Thank you, Seb. Next question is to Damien Calhoun. Damien, go ahead.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hey, what's up?
On the free kick, have you guys scored off that before?
Yeah, we work on a lot of stuff, honestly. A lot of different types of things, and it was just a good opportunity to pull something out of our hat, and thankfully it worked out just the way we sort of planned it, and I thought the timing was great. Perfect ball from Pavone again, and I thought he was excellent. I think he's been on a roll. He's been amazing for us. So credit to him.
And also in the first half, you spoke about it briefly there. You guys went in scoreless, but you guys probably could have been down, 2 or 3 goals there, thanks to Bingham back there.
Yeah, no, he was great.
There in the first half.
Yeah, he came up big for us. But that's, to win games like this, you guys have to show up, and of course you want to be. You hope that all 11 show up, but sometimes guys just have to do that bit extra, and they definitely did. I think. To win 4 games in a row, coming from Orlando and things weren't right, and just wrapping our head around, how we're gonna win and how we're gonna, like you said before, get the ball in the back of the net. And I think we've worked on it time and time again, and thankfully it's happening. So, now we have a full week. It was really tough having 3 games in a week. That was the first time we did that. So physically it was taxing, but now we have a full week to recover, and I think San Jose's next. So. We'll see.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Next question to Josh Gesman. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Seba. My question, I got 2. One is in training. Did that play actually work the same way as it did on the field tonight?
I think I actually hit the crossbar twice, to be honest with you. So today was that's why I think we're all super happy, because we knew how close we could, we were close to getting it perfect, at least in training. So I think it was more like the pitch too. It was perfect. It was nice and slick. So it was a great ball from Christian. So honestly, it was I couldn't think of a better way to, the guys made their runs, and everything worked out.
And my second question is, you've been getting a lot of criticism, the way that this season started, but you personally, I think a lot of people expected you to take some steps forward throughout the last couple of years, and you had injuries and a whole bunch of things that led to that. Are you playing with a chip on your shoulder, or do you feel like you're finally reaching maybe a different level?
Yeah, I've definitely listen. I understand when the team is struggling, or when I'm struggling, things are going to be said. This is professional sports. I'm super okay with that, and I'm totally good with fans, saying what they have to say. And yeah, that totally, man. Of course. If I see something, I'm like, okay, I take it into account. It's not like I react in a bad way. I'll never say anything bad. I know people are entitled to their opinion, and I think I've taken it well, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just doing the best I can for this club, which I love so much. So it's I'm super happy right now, and I just got I got to keep doing my thing.
Thanks, Seba.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Seb. We have the next couple of questions from Megan Riza. Megan, go ahead.
Thank you. Sebastian, we've spoken so much about the improvement of this team and the way that you guys have grown. Now 4 wins in a row. Does that improvement change to where now this is the expectation for what this team needs to bring to the field every time?
Yeah, no, I think it's something that we spoke about before the game. We were obviously 3 games in a row winning. But again, it's a mental battle as well, because you can't get carried away with your confidence. You have to sort of withhold that. You have to like really harness that and be like, don't get ahead of yourself. And I think we all reminded each other about that going into this game. And, Guillermo spoke about it time and time again. And, we just got to keep doing what we do best. So again, it's something that gives us confidence, but San Jose away is going to be a completely different game. The travel, the same day travel, it's going to be tough. So it's like there's challenges along the way. It's completely new. It's going to be a completely new challenge. So we'll, it's definitely gives them confidence though, for sure.
This team has put in a lot of work following the Orlando tournament. Just how gratifying has it been to see really the fruits of the labor that you guys have put in and have the performances like you had tonight?
Yeah, no, it's, we've worked really hard. I must say, like the coaching staff, and we knew, I think even individually myself, I knew I could be better. I knew we all could work together better. And there's no excuse of, obviously the pandemic going on. I know we're out of rhythm but everybody's in the same boat, right? So I think, you can't really look at that in a way as an excuse, but, I think it hit us hard in Orlando, and we weren't happy with our performance, but, moving now, I think we're on the right track. There's still a lot to go. There's still a lot to do. We still got to think about, later down the line, take it step by step. And I think that's why everything's been working, because we've taken it, in our stride, kind of day by day.
Back-to-back shutouts now from LAFC. Can you talk to me about the strides that this defense, really the whole team-wide approach to defense has been, and the contributions specifically by Joe Corona and Perry Kitchen in this game tonight?
Yeah, they've been so solid. It's like that it's like this box where, like, the two center backs and the two sort of center mids, which is Joe and Perry, and then you've got Nick on the left center back and Daniel Stairs on the right. They've been so good. It's constant communication. I think it's also just having that consistency and playing together. I think that does so much for players and a team, just getting to know each other. And I don't think we had the opportunity to do that in previous. I feel like last year we had to change a lot for numerous round of reasons, but I think this year just having that consistency has done a lot for the guys.